So today's topic is meninges of brain. Okay. So meninges of brain, these are the coverings, these are modifications of the connective tissue fascia surrounding the brain within the cranium as well as in the vertebral canal. So the entire CNS is lined by these meninges within the cranium and within the vertebral canal. And it also invests the cranial nerves and the spinal nerves within the cranium and within the vertebral canal. So there are three layers of meninges from outside to inside. It is dura mater, then arachnoid matter, and pia mater. Now see this. This is the scalp, and this is the skull, the flat bones of the skull, the cranial vault, which have like outer and inner table and a marrow in between. So this is a diploid type of bone where you have scalp on outside. Scalp itself has 5 layers, you know that. Then which is the dangerous layer of the scalp? Shriya. Okay, fourth. Now look, from under the vault, cranial vault, you have these meninges. Outer layer is the dura mater. The dura mater, you can see itself is like splitted into 2 layers. Dura has 2 layers. The outer layer which lines the inner table is called the endosteal layer of the dura mater or endocranium. Okay, it's actually periosteum because periosteum when it's covers the bone from outside here, because these are flat bones. Outside it is called pericranium, SCALP, right? P for pericranium. Then here on inside it is called endocranium. ठीक है, endosteal layer कहते हैं. This is the endosteal layer or the periosteal or endosteal layer of dura mater. Then below it has meningeal layer. ठीक है, meningeal layer and endosteal layer of dura mater, when it is split, they do not split at every place. That only split it at certain places where they form dural venous sinuses. So these are the you know pools of venous blood within the cranium formed by the splitting of dura mater, the 2 layers between the endosteal layer and meningeal layer of the dura. The space is called the dural venous sinuses, right? Then below to that, this is the thickest layer, right? It is a very dense, irregular, fibrous connective tissue. Below to that, it is arachnoid matter. Now, arachnoid matter is a transparent thin layer, and rather it's spongy is because it has a lot of trabeculations below to this connecting to the pia mater. So because of these trabeculations in the subarachnoid space, it is called the spongy layer, and it's a transparent membrane, thin transparent membrane. This arachnoid matter at certain places forms arachnoid villi and arachnoid granulations. You are seeing this thing. This arachnoid matter pierces like a finger-like projection or a tuft of granular tufts, pedunculated tufts, right? It has a peduncle and a tuft here. So it's a granulation. Arachnoid granulation is seen in elderly age group. In early age group, it's villi. They perforate this meningeal reach the dural venous sinuses, because in the subarachnoid space you have CSF. This space is filled with CSF. CSF from the subarachnoid space is drained via the arachnoid villi and granulations into the dural venous sinuses. Then the innermost So pia mater is a vascular layer, and it dips down into certain, mostly all the sulcus. These are the sulci, and this one is the gyri. Gyri is an elevation, and the depression portion is the sulci. So the pia mater dips within the sulci of the brain, right? So this is the brain or the cerebral cortex. You have pia mater, the innermost, then you have arachnoid, then dura mater. Now about the different Sparshka, and am I audible now? So about the spaces here. Now the space between the inner table and the endosteal layer of the dura mater, this space is called epidural space. This space is epidural space, right? Clear hai? Below the inner table, you can see in between the endosteal layer of the dura and the inner table, the space is epidural space. Then the space between the two, periosteal and the meningeal layer, this space is not everywhere, only at certain places, and the space is called dural venous sinuses. Then the space between the meningeal layer and the arachnoid matter, this space is called subdural space. So epidural and subdural spaces are potential spaces. Potential spaces तो मैं पहले भी बताया था प्लूरा के केस में, ठीक है? जैसे costodiaphragmatic recess, costomediastinal recess, right? So recesses, they were actually potential spaces. Even the pulmonary ligament from the dipping down from the hilum of the lungs. So those are like, even pericardium, let's say, they are potential spaces which are normally not so much filled, but in cases of any trauma or any infusion, they dilate. Then below the arachnoid matter, this space is very important, right? This is spongy because of arachnoid trabeculations, and this is a space, is subarachnoid space. This is filled with CSF, and within this space you will find cerebral vessels running in this space. Cerebral artery and vein, they run in the subarachnoid space. Then the lowest layer is the pia mater. Although pia mater still has two layers. One layer is called epipia, and the deeper layer is called pia glya. So the two layers actually, cover the blood vessels running on its surface. And those blood vessels, they send, remember in earlier classes, I told you about the gray matter being richly perfused with blood and the white matter was having relatively less amount of blood. The reason was that there was a great anastomosis in the cortical areas, but in the white matter, it is the end arteries. So when these blood vessels which are running here, they will dip down into the cortex, and even in dipping down and reaching to the white matter. So this pia mater will run along with the blood vessels, providing a sheath covering those blood vessels, and that's called perivascular sheaths. Okay? And the space between this pia glya, which goes inside along with the blood vessels, so the space between the pia and the nervous tissue surrounding the blood vessels is called Virchow-Robins space. So at least you've got some idea with this diagram. Another view is this. Here you're seeing is the diploe with an outer tibble and an inner tibble and the marrow here. This is the flat bone of the cranial vault. Above to this, there is a periosteum, which is called, pericranium. And above to that is the loose areolar connective tissue. Then you have an aponeurosis. Then you have a dense connective tissue. And then you have the skin. You know the 5 layers of the skin of the scalp, 5 layers of the scalp. Then down below to this inner table, you find is this dura mater, and as I said, it is not splitted everywhere. Only in the places where they form dural venous sinuses, this dura mater is splitted into a endosteal layer of dura and the meningeal layer of dura. So they enclose a space called dural venous sinuses, and these meningeal layer of the dura, they fold on itself at 4 such places within the cranial cavity, and these such folds, they are called folds of dura mater, and they are falx cerebri, falx cerebelli, tentorium cerebelli, and diaphragma silly. So these meningeal layer of the dura mater, they fold on itself to actually divide the cranium into different compartments. Got it? Then below to that is a thin transparent layer, the arachnoid matter, which is a spongy layer. Below to this arachnoid matter, you can see a lot of trabeculations, which make it spongy, and this space, subarachnoid space, is filled with CSF. You can find blood vessels here in the subarachnoid space, and as I told you that this arachnoid matter, it gives out like finger-like projections or pedunculated tufts piercing the meningeal layer of the dura and reaching into the in the dural venous sinuses. So through this pedunculated tuft, जिसे कहते हैं arachnoid granulations or villi, the CSF actually is drained into the dural venous sinuses. So this is the drainage apparatus of CSF, arachnoid villi or arachnoid granulations. Pia mater, as I said, this is also 2 layers, the epipia and pia glaya, and this dips down into the sulci of the brain. Okay, this is the cerebral cortex, and this is the white matter. Look here once again, this is a skull having outer table, inner table, and a marrow in between. Below to the inner table, you find is dura mater, and then you have seen is arachnoid matter, and this is the pia mater, and this is the brain, the cortical tissue. Now what you see within this arachnoid matter, this on its lower surface presents these projections, the trabeculae, which actually traverse the subarachnoid space, making it a spongy layer, and within this space is CSF as well as the blood capillaries embedded on the pia mater. That's why we call pia mater as a vascular layer. Now these vessels, as I said, they will send their minor branches perforating, or perforating rather, they wear the pia mater and they dip into the cortical tissue as well as into the white matter. So this pia mater surrounds this arteriole or a minor artery surrounding the blood vessels reaching into the brain sepsis. These are perivascular sheaths. Now about the folds of dura mater. As I said, that dura mater is also called, out of these 3 layers, dura mater is said to be pachymeninx, and arachnoid and pia mater both are thin layer. So they are called leptomeninges. ठीक? So pachy means is, what do you mean by pachy? Have you heard of pachyderm? Which animal is called pachyderm? Pachyderm किसे कहते हैं? Pachyderm is another name for elephant. याद रखना. Pachyderm is another name for elephant because of its thick skin. Yes, Vasundhara, elephant को ही कहते हैं pachyderm because of its thick skin, right? So pachy is thick. Remember this. So that's why pia mater or dura mater ko we call pachymeninx. And Lepto means very short duration. Lepto. Uh, Pachyderm, remember, don't confuse Ankita Dwivedi. Bar. You don't have to think examples. The reason I'm telling pachyderm is elephant. Okay? So we're not asking like animals having thick skin. यहाँ पे सिर्फ इतनी सी बात है pachyderm किसे कहते हैं? If you call it elephant. Then leptomeninges in are arachnoid and dura. Arachnoid and pia, these are the thin layers. Anyway, so as I told you, dura has the inner layer, the meningeal layer. Now, the meningeal layer of dura matter folds on itself to form different folds within the cranium, and that these folds divide the cranium into different compartments, right? So, there are four major folds of dura within the cranium. One is this falx sickle-shaped, falx cerebri, right? Falx cerebri actually separates the right and left cerebral hemispheres. Then you have this horizontally placed tentorium cerebelli. This tentorium cerebelli divides the posterior cranial fossa in a upper and a lower compartment, right? Upper compartment, yani ki what is resting over the tentorium cerebelli is the occipital lobes of the cerebrum. What lies below the tentorium cerebelli is the cerebellum. Right? Then they have not shown here another fold which continues, like this is a sickle shaped, it's a median fold, right, below the sagittal suture. Similarly, below the occipital crest, in the occipital bone, posteriorly there is a vertical crest called occipital crest. Below to that occipital crest, there is a smaller sickle-shaped fold, and that's called falx cerebelli. They have not shown in this diagram. Falx cerebelli partly separates the two lobes of the cerebellar hemisphere. Then another fold is this diaphragma cellae, within the cranial cavity. This is the body of sphenoid. This bone is sphenoid, which on its dorsal body of sphenoid on its dorsal surface has a depression called sella turcica, which lodges the pituitary. Now, this sella turcica has her roof, and this roof is formed by the fold of dura mater called diaphragma cellae. Okay. Now, very carefully, like we'll discuss about the different folds of dura mater. This is falx cerebri. Falx cerebri, you can see, is a sickle-shaped median fold which dips into, which dips into the median longitudinal fissure of the brain, separating the right and left cerebral hemispheres. Now, regarding its attachment, so it has an upper border and a lower border. Upper border has a gap and it is attached to the either side of the sagittal suture. Clear? Then the lower border is free. Lower border is free suspended because it's here the two cerebral hemispheres connect through corpus callosum. So the lower free margin of this falx cerebri rests over the corpus callosum, right? Then the anterior end of falx cerebri is attached here. If you see the cranial cavity, the anterior cranial fossa in the midline has an elevation that is called crista galli, as well as the median line is called frontal crest. So the anterior end of the falx cerebri is attached to crista galli and the frontal crest. Posteriorly, the sickle is wide enough. Anterior end is sharp and thinned out. The posterior edge is wide enough So the posterior attachment of the falx cerebri is again splitted, having a space in between, and which lodges a sinus that is called straight sinus. So the lower end of the falx cerebri is attached in the middle line on the roof of, or you can say on the upper surface of, tentorium cerebelli. Okay? Then, as I told you, these folds of dura mater, they lodge the dural venous sinuses within. So when this fold was projecting down from the, under the surface of the cranial vault, it lodges at its upper border. This sinus is called superior sagittal sinus. Okay. The lower free border of the falx cerebri also lodges a sinus, and that is called inferior sagittal sinus. Then where this base of this falx cerebri, posterior end, attaches to the tentorium cerebelli, there also it has a sinus, and that is called straight sinus. Okay. Now we'll discuss about the tentorium cerebelli. It's a horizontal, but not so horizontal. It actually is tent-shaped. Tent-shaped means its posterior or the outer border is lower down, and the anterior or the higher level. So it is slightly, dipping down posteriorly. So it is called tent-shaped. That's why the name is tentorium cerebelli. So tentorium cerebelli, posteriorly, it is attached to the margins of the transverse sinus. You see the posterior cranial fossa inside, there is this horizontal sinus called the transverse sinus. So the edges of the transverse sinus, there is this attachment of posterior end of the tentorium cerebelli. This sinus here, which it lodges posteriorly, is the transverse sinus. Then this reaches anteriorly, or you can say anterolaterally, it is attached to the upper border of the petrous temporal bone. Petrous temporal bone divides the middle and posterior cranial fossa. So the at the upper border of the petrous temporal bone, this is the anterior attachment or anterolateral attachment of diaphragmus. What is this? Tentorium cerebelli, where it lodges the superior petrosal sinus. So the superior petrosal sinus lies within the anterolateral attachment of tentorium cerebelli. The sinus it encloses is superior petrosal sinus. Then the anterior border of tentorium cerebelli is free, just like the lower border of the falx cerebri is free. Now, because being free, it is actually providing space for the brain stem to pass through, right? इसके और नीचे जाएंगे, you will find foramen magnum. Foramen magnum से spinal cord is entering. So this anterior end, actually the free margin, this free margin you can see is not attached here, rather it continues here, and here it is attached to the anterior clinoid process. If you see the middle cranial fossa, as I told you, there's a body of sphenoid, it has a depression, the sella turcica. Then anterior wall, or you can say the anterior margin of the sella turcica, you have this bone, and this bone actually has two grooves. One is called sulcus chiasmaticus, right? थोड़ा और आगे आएगा sulcus. And there you find these two pointed projections called anterior clinoid process. So, and posteriorly, यहाँ पे नीचे जाएंगे तो foramen magnum मिलेगा. And this bone is actually an oblique or a tilted bone. And it is a thick bone. This bone is actually occipital bone. Rather, it actually is a primary cartilaginous joint between sphenoid and occipital bone, and this is called basisphenoid. If you see on the inferior aspect of the cranium or the skull, down below, it's a broad bar of bone which is actually fused portion of body of sphenoid to the body of occipital bone. ठीक? So basisphenoid or basi-occiput इसको कहते हैं, but on the inferior surface of the skull. But if you see from the interior of the cranium, it is a slanting slope, projecting downwards towards the foramen magnum. Now this is called clivus. This surface is called clivus, and onto which actually pons, medulla, and the midbrain, they are resting here. Then the uppermost margin of this clivus is called dorsum sellae. ठीक है, आगे की तरफ होता है जो बॉर्डर, उसको ट्रेबिकुल कहते हैं, ट्यूबरकुलम सेलेई, और पीछे का बॉर्डर जो होता है उसको कहते हैं डॉर्सम सेलेई. Dorsum sellae on its two ends is pointed, and that is called posterior clinoid process. Now these are the posterior clinoid process. Similarly, there is a medial clinoid process as well. Actually, ये देख रहे हो ना, anterior clinoid process, ये है optic nerve. Now optic nerve is going through the optic canal. इसी के medial एक और pointed process होता है, they are not shown. It's actually medial clinoid process. So three processes: anterior clinoid, between, actually you can say between anterior and medial clinoid process, there is a foramen called optic canal through which optic nerve reaches the orbit. So anterior and middle clinoid process यहाँ पे होता है, and posterior clinoid process lies posteriorly upper end of the dorsum sellae and the two sides. So अब शॉर्ट में देखो, एंटीरियर फ्री मार्जिन डॉर्स अगर बात हो रही है ना, अभी हम वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट टेंटोरियम सेरिबेलाई. सो द एंटीरियर फ्री मार्जिन ऑफ टेंटोरियम सेरिबेलाई reaches further to get attached on the anterior clinoid process. ठीक? Now this free margin, ठीक है, फ्री मार्जिन जो ये है इसका, this will actually separate, tentorium cerebelli का जो फ्री मार्जिन है, this will separate occipital, यानी कि ये पूरे के टेंटोरियम सेरिबेलाई, इसके ऊपर रखा क्या होता है, occipital lobe of the cerebrum, right? The posterior lobes of the cerebrum, they rest over the tentorium cerebelli. And what lies below to this tentorium cerebelli is the cerebellum. ठीक है, एक तरह से you can say कि it lifts the load of occipital lobes, or you can say prevents the weight of the occipital lobes to be suspended on the cerebellum, being a partition in between. But it also is separating the hindbrain, the lower part of the, hindbrain includes what? Hindbrain को हम बता चुके, thrombincephalon कहते हैं, and that includes cerebellum, medulla and pons, जिनको हम टोटल मिला के hindbrain कहते हैं. The midbrain also is separated because of the tentorium cerebelli. ठीक? अब यहाँ पे भी अक्सर ये पूछा जाता है, ये दिख रहा है यहाँ पे कि ये दो cranial nerves हैं, ठीक है? Which cranial nerve has the longest intracranial course? It is the fourth cranial nerve, trochlear. Trochlear nerve actually, all the cranial nerves, they emerge from the ventral aspect of the brain, except the fourth cranial nerve. Fourth cranial nerve emerges on the dorsal aspect of the brainstem. So when it emerges, it actually decussates, then winds around the midbrain and then passes down on the ventral side. So it perforates this dura mater, right? So this is the fourth cranial nerve. Then below to that, you can say on the either side of the clivus, this is abducent nerve, the sixth nerve. So इसलिए बता दे रहे हैं यहाँ पे चांस मिल गया है दिखाने के लिए. The tentorium cerebelli, when it reaches to the anterior clinoid process, it has a fold. ठीक है, जिसको कहते हैं petrosphenoidal ligament. This is petrosphenoidal ligament which arches over the abducent nerve, right? Because this is petrous temporal bone, इसी के ऊपर तो है superior petrosal sinus, which reaches to the posterior clinoid process. और ये sphenoid bone है, तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक जो fold of dura mater है, bridging over the abducent nerve, this is called petrosphenoidal ligament. And the canal formed below to this ligament, from where this abducent nerve emerges from the posterior cranial fossa, it reaches the middle cranial fossa. This canal is called canal of Dorello. Canal of Dorello, पूछा जा चुका है. Which cranial nerve passes through the canal of Dorello? It is abducent nerve. Okay. So that was about tentorium cerebelli. Now the third fold of dura mater, which is not visible here in this diagram, but you can presume the same way this is the big sickle-shaped fold in the midline fold. Similarly, there will be a smaller sickle-shaped fold below to this tentorium cerebelli on the undersurface of the occipital crest. That also is a midline fold. So that smaller sickle-shaped fold is called falx cerebelli, and it's partly, remember, it partly separates the two lobes of the cerebellum. Now the points of attachment. So the posterior attachment of the falx cerebelli is on either side of the occipital sinus. Okay? So the continuation of superior sagittal sinus down below, and it reaches, याद रखना, the falx cerebelli का जो low, जैसे इसका anterior end है, उसका जो anterior end पहुंचेगा, that will reach to the foramen magnum. So, and this point is called the confluence of sinuses. अभी ये question बन जाता है, how many sinuses meet here? ठीक है, क्योंकि ये तो superior sagittal है, ये straight sinus है, ये transverse sinus है, right? और इसी जगह से नीचे एक sinus जा रहा है, that is the occipital sinus, right? So occipital sinus कहाँ पे मिलेगा? At the posterior attachment of the falx cerebelli. Then जो उसका base है sickle shaped fold का, that is attached on the inner surface of the tentorium cerebelli, inferior surface, and the apex reaches to the posterior end of foramen magnum. Okay. So that was about inferior sagittal sign, क्या कहते हैं इसको, falx cerebelli, which lodges the occipital sinus. अब एक और रह जाता है, इसको देखते हैं. The fourth fold is the जिसको क्या कहते हैं, diaphragma cellae. It all is actually considered to be a diaphragm which separates the part of the CNS which reaches in the sella turcica, and that is called hypophysis cerebri. ठीक है, इसीलिए सेला टर्शिका का दूसरा नाम है hypophyseal fossa. Now, because it is bridged by this diaphragm, is called fold of dura mater, which is attached here to the anterior border of the sella turcica called tuberculum cellae, and posterior border between the two posterior clinoid process is dorsum cellae. So this is anterior and posterior attachment of the diaphragma cellae. On the two sides, this fold of dura mater splits, and down below it merges with the endocranium, or you can say endosteal layer of the dura mater पे जाके merge हो जाए. But it leaves a space on the two sides of the sella turcica, and on the two, or you can say this is a body of sphenoid which is grooved, having a cavity called sella turcica, but on the two sides of the body of sphenoid, the dura mater is again split to enclose two sinuses, and these are very important sinuses on the two sides of the sella turcica, and or you can say on the two sides of the body of sphenoid, there is important sinus called cavernous sinus. Now the cavernous sinus is again a dural venous sinus is formed because of the splitting of endosteal and meningeal layer of the dura mater. So the meningeal layer forms this lateral wall, and it down below merges with the endosteal layer. So on the two sides, you can see is the cavernous sinus, and it's a very important artery, which is one of the content of cavernous sinus, and this artery is internal carotid artery. ठीक? So अब तुमने ये देखा, अब एक चीज और है, डायफ्रागमा सेले on the two sides you can say continues or prolongs to form cavernous sinus on either side, but anterior and posteriorly also encloses a transverse sinus, right? And these are unpaired sinus. अब देखो जैसे तुमने bones of the cranium पढ़ा, paired, unpaired, right? So here also sinuses की भी list है पूरी, paired sinuses and unpaired sinuses. Now, because being sinuses which will be in the median plane, obviously they'll be unpaired. So in the diaphragma sellae, at the anterior border, it encloses a transverse sinus. This is called anterior intercavernous sinus, right? This is the cavernous sinus. This is the cavernous sinus. So it communicates the two cavernous sinus running transversely in the diaphragma sellae. This is called anterior intercavernous sinus. ठीक? It is lodged over the tuberculum sellae. Similarly, there is again a communication between the two cavernous sinus in the roof of diaphragma sellae, and that is called posterior intercavernous sinus. ठीक? So these are transverse unpaired sinuses like superior sagittal, inferior sagittal, straight sinus, and then occipital sinus. They are unpaired sinuses. ठीक? So you've got to know, अच्छे से समझ में आ गया है. अब देखते हैं, ये भी एक व्यू है, जैसे कि बताया था, ये सुपीरियर व्यू है. This you have tuberculum sellae. This is anterior clinoid process. This is posterior clinoid process. This is dorsum sellae. Then you find posteriorly, this is the transverse sinus on the inner surface of the occipital bone. Then this is tentorium cerebelli. This border or the anterolateral border of tentorium cerebelli is attached to the upper margin of the petrous temporal bone. ठीक? So here it lodges the transverse sinus, and here it lodges the superior petrosal sinus. ठीक? This is the free border, anterior free border of the tentorium cerebelli, which is attached, याद रखना, which is attached to the anterior clinoid process. ठीक? Then this you can see is a straight sinus. A straight sinus is formed by the posterior end of the falx cerebri at its attachment to the tentorium cerebelli, right? So this is a broader posterior end of the falx cerebri which is attached to tentorium cerebelli, and here it lodges the straight sinus. You can see here they have shown is opening of superior sagittal sinus. अच्छा, एक चीज और है, superior sagittal sinus which is running on under surface of the sagittal suture. Posteriorly, when it reaches here at the confluence of sinus, ये भी पूछा गया है, it actually doesn't, equally distributes to both the transverse sinuses. The blood in the superior sagittal sinus mainly continues in the right transverse sinus. ठीक है, ये important point है. और फिर ही देखते हैं कि हाँ, यहाँ पे भी दिखा चुके हम कि ऑक्यूलो, एक्चुअली इसमें इन्होंने एब्ड्यूसेंट नहीं दिखाया है. Abducent trochlea, they actually traverse the dorsal surface of this, roof. ये cavernous sinus है both the sides. So, At the roof, its oculomotor nerve pierces. In the posterior upper portion, it's the trochlear nerve that pierces. And this tentorium cerebelli, when it reaches at the posterior clearance process, here they have the opening for abducent nerve. ठीक, जिसे कहते हैं पेट्रोफिनोइडल लिगामेंट, ये बनाता है. ठीक, ओके. हाँ, तो स्ट्रेट साइनस क्या है ये भी याद रख लो. स्ट्रेट साइनस का एंटीरियर कम्युनिकेशन किससे है? दैट इज ग्रेट सेरेब्रल वेन ऑफ गैलन. ठीक है, ग्रेट सेरेब्रल वेन ऑफ गैलन. सो यहाँ पे जो अभी तक तुमने सब साइनसेस पढ़े थे, लेकिन अब यहाँ पे वेन का नाम आया. तो ग्रेट सेरेब्रल वेन ऑफ गैलन कंटिन्यूज विद द, or you can say joins the straight sinus. Here you seeing that infundibulum which is perforating the diaphragma cilia and reaching down is the pituitary. अच्छा, जब हम वो डिफरेंट लेयर्स की बात कर रहे थे दूरा की, अभी कर लेते हैं आगे चल के, क्योंकि as I told you that pia mater dips between within the sulci of cerebral hemisphere. ठीक है, कॉर्टेक्स में, सेरेब्रल कॉर्टेक्स में जितनी भी सल्काई हैं, pia mater actually dips down just like pulmonary pleura. But arachnoid matter doesn't dips inside, except a few places. So one of the few places is hypophyseal fossa. यानी कि यहाँ पे diaphragm बन गया, तो जब infundibulum descends down to suspend pituitary within this sella turcica, arachnoid matter is not found in the hypophyseal fossa. ठीक, थोड़ा सा ब्लड है, बट एक्चुअली ये साइनसेस हैं, क्योंकि अभी तक हमने जितने भी फोल्ड्स दिखलाए थे, वी हैव लाइक रिमूव द फोल्ड्स फ्रॉम दिस डायग्राम. द ओनली द साइनसेस आर सीन इन दिस डायग्राम. सो दिस इज सुपीरियर sagittal sinus formed in the upper end of the falx cerebri. This is inferior sagittal sinus located within the lower free margin of the falx cerebri. Then, as I said, the superior sagittal sinus continues as the right transverse sinus. ठीक? And inferior sagittal sinus joins the great cerebral vein to continues as straight sinus. Now, straight sinus mainly continues as left transverse sinus. These transverse sinus at the posterior surface of the petrous temporal bone continue as sigmoid sinus. ठीक? Then there was petrous temporal bone, remember. On the upper margin there was superior petrosal sinus, and cavernous sinus here on either side of the body is sphenoid. Cavernous sinus has a lot of communications. That's why I said it's very important. Remember the dangerous area of the face. It is even communicating to the blood vessels, veins on the face. So cavernous sinus also has this communication called inferior petrosal sinus. This is lodged on the posterior inferior surface of the petrous temporal bone. So inferior petrosal sinus reaches and joins this sigmoid sinus. Now, and this is occipital sinus, which is found within the falx cerebelli. And this is the point which is the posterior end of the foramen magnum. There it splits, like, the occipital sinus to join the two sigmoid sinuses. So ultimately, when sigmoid sinus is getting blood, यानी कि इसके tributaries जो हैं वो हैं superior petrosal sinus, inferior petrosal sinus, as well as the occipital sinus. Finally, it emerges out of the foramen. Which foramen? Jugular foramen. So sigmoid sinus continues out of jugular foramen and is now called, who will tell me? Sigmoid sinus continuation of sigmoid sinus outside the cranial cavity through the jugular foramen is called internal jugular vein. याद रखना, internal jugular vein. ठीक है, दीपा, इट इज एक्चुअली इंटरनल जुगुलर वेन, ठीक है। अब एक और चीज इन सब चीजें देख ली, ये देखो अब ये भी है ना कैवर्नस साइनस, दोनों साइड ही कैवर्नस साइनस, अपर से एंटीरियर एंड पोस्टीरियर इंटर कैवर्नस साइनस से भी कम्युनिकेट करेंगे। एंड रिमेंबर ऑन द लेसर विंग ऑफ द स्फिनॉइड पे भी साइनसेस होते हैं, दोस कॉल्ड स्फिनोपैराइटल साइनस, वो सब तुम्हें हेड एंड नेक में पढ़ाया जाएगा। सो ये चीज समझ में आई कि इतना सब देखने के बाद कि ये है वेनस सिस्टम, अ पार्ट ऑफ वेनस सिस्टम ऑफ द क्रेनियम, तो इसमें कहीं पे भी वॉल्वुलर सिस्टम नहीं मिला। इससे पता क्या चलता है, नॉर्मली यू नो दैट वेन्स हैव वॉल्स, राइट, but the dural venous sinuses are actually pool of blood without any walls. So what happens is, like, to propel the blood, actually you need siphons. One of the siphons, like इसमें cavernous sinus में बताया था, one of the major content of cavernous sinus is internal carotid. फिर क्या होता है, ऑफ कोर्स इमिशरी वेन जैसे बता रहे हो आकाश, इससे भी कम्युनिकेशन हो सकता है, बट अगेन इमिशनरी वेन्स आर आल्सो वॉल्वलेस। तो अब इसका जो यहाँ पे डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड होगा ना, इसमें सब जमा होता जाएगा, तो इसके लिए भी तो एक पंप होना चाहिए ना, तो इसको प्रोपेल करेगा, आगे बढ़ाएगा, वरना तो सब क्या, वरना साइनस में, ड्यूरल वेनस साइनसेस में ब्लड पूल की तरह से भरा हुआ है, डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड। So how to suck the blood from the dural venous sinuses and propel it towards the right atrium? For that you have a peripheral heart, and that I told you is the, पढ़ाया गया होगा तुमको, that is the lateral pterygoid muscle. Lateral pterygoid muscle, in and out, it's surrounded by pterygoid plexus of veins. It is in the infratemporal fossa, ठीक है। सो लेटरल टेरिगॉइड मसल जब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करती है, जिसको मैंने बताया था, उससे एक्शन क्या होता है, इट डिप्रेसेस द मैंडल एंड देयर इज ओपनिंग ऑफ द माउथ, वन ऑफ द मसल्स ऑफ मैस्टिकेशन which is a major role in opening the mouth is lateral pterygoid। और इसीलिए जमाई आती है जब इंसान बोलता नहीं है बहुत देर, 2 घंटे तक अगर बिना बोले बैठे रहोगे तो जमाई आने लगती है, यॉर्निंग होने लगती है। द रीजन इज टू हाइपर वेंटिलेशन, CO2 जमा हो गई उसको एक्सपेल करने के लिए, ठीक है। तो ये चीजें तुम्हें समझ में आई हैं कि लेटरल टेरिगॉइड का भी रोल होता है प्रोपेल्शन, और यू कैन से ड्रेनेज ऑफ द वेनस ब्लड फ्रॉम द क्रेनियम टुवर्ड्स द राइट एट्रियम। ये कोरोनल सेक्शंस लिए गए हैं क्रेनियल कैविटी के, ठीक है। तो ये एंटीरियर मोस्ट है, ये मिडिल पोर्शन से है, एंड ये पोस्टीरियर पोर्शन ऑफ द क्रेनियल कैविटी से कोरोनल सेक्शंस लिए गए। तो जब एंटीरियर क्रेनियल फोसा से हम कोरोनल सेक्शन लेंगे, एंटीरियर तो नहीं कह सकते, ये मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा में एंटीरियरली है। So you find ये cranium है, and there is this superior sagittal sinus below the sagittal suture. Then you have falx cerebri. To the free suspended border of falx cerebri, you have inferior sagittal sinus. ठीक? Then you have this, tentorium cerebelli. ये कहां से ले आते हो असद अली? When someone is in front of us, yawn, why do we also yawn? ऐसा तो नहीं होता, जब होता है जब दोनों लोग खाली बैठे हों, ठीक। देन टेंटोरियम सेरिबेलाई ये है, ठीक है। तो टेंटोरियम सेरिबेलाई ने अपर बिगर कैविटी और लोअर स्मॉलर कैविटी को डिवाइड किया है, ठीक है। एंड ऑन द अटैच्ड मार्जिन्स ऑफ द टेंटोरियम सेरिबेलाई यू फाइंड इज अ साइनस इनक्लोज, दीज आर द राइट एंड लेफ्ट ट्रांसवर्स साइनसेस, दीज आर द ट्रांसवर्स साइनसेस। अब थोड़ा और हम पीछे जाकर के पोस्टीरियर क्रेनियल फोसा से एक कोरोनल सेक्शन लेते हैं। सो व्हाट यू फाइंड इज दिस इज फॉक्स सेरिब्राई। अपर एंड पे क्या है, यू हैव, यानी कि वी हैव कट थ्रू द टेंटोरियम सेरिबेलाई, राइट, इट इज अ कंप्लीट थिंग। तो अपर बॉर्डर पे यू हैव सुपीरियर सजाइटल, एंड रिमेंबर एट द पोस्टीरियर एंड द फॉक्स सेरिब्राई where is attached to the tentorium cerebelli, it lodges the straight sinus. Tentorium cerebelli on the two ends has transverse sinus, and down below you've seen this is the infratentorial fossa which lodges the cerebellum. Down below is falx cerebelli, and on the you know attached margin of falx cerebelli there is this occipital sinus which reaches to the foramen magnum. Then you have taken another coronal section which is very posteriorly, very बिल्कुल पीछे जा करके एक और सेक्शन लिया है, यानी कि यू एक्चुअली क्रॉसिंग थ्रू द falx cerebelli. तो वही देखते हैं, दिस इज falx cerebri. Upper end पे it encloses superior sagittal sinus. Down below where it touches the tentorium cerebelli, it lodges the straight sinus. Then posteriorly, in continuation with the falx cerebelli, smaller sickle-shaped fold is falx cerebelli, which lodges the occipital sinus. And this is tentorium cerebelli, which on its posterior peripheral margin, it lodges the transverse sinus. Okay, so I hope this much is very clear, क्योंकि ये head and neck भी cover करता है और न्यूरो का भी portion है for purpose of understanding of cranial cavity. So dura mater I have taught you in detail, and I believe you'll just go reading from the books so you'll understand it better with the help of diagrams. This is the cranial fossa, like हमने बताया था. This you can see the dotted line is showing the outline of the cerebrum. ठीक, and this dotted line is the outline of cerebellum. This much portion is the brain stem. So actually ये देख लो कि how actually brain is lodged within the cranial cavity and what part of the brain is lodged where actually. So with the help of tentorium cerebelli, you can see the entire cranial cavity has been divided into upper compartment, and that is a very big compartment. Okay? That is supratentorial compartment. And below to the tentorium cerebelli, you have an infratentorial compartment. ठीक, तो supratentorial और infratentorial में यानी कि tentorium cerebelli is separating the cerebral hemispheres from, बताया गया था अभी, am I audible? Are you listening? Okay. सो टेंटोरियम सेरिबेलाई के नीचे यानी सब टेंटोरियल कंपार्टमेंट में क्या क्या होता है, सेरिबेलम होता है, देन यू हैव मेडुला, pons and the lower portion of midbrain. So remember the contents in the subtentorial or infratentorial compartment of the cranial cavity lodges cerebellum, मिड ब्रेन के क्या क्या है, पूरा कंप्लीट हाइंड ब्रेन आज के लिए, एक्चुअली हाइंड ब्रेन के रोम्बेनसेफ्लॉन कहते हैं, राइट. रोम्बेनसेफ्लॉन इंक्लूड सेरिबेलम, पॉन्स एंड मेडुला, दैट्स हाइंड ब्रेन, याद रखना रोम्बेनसेफ्लॉन. Then rhombencephalon के two parts हैं, metencephalon and myelencephalon. Metencephalon includes cerebellum and pons. Myelencephalon is another name for medulla. So this is the hind brain as well as यानी कि इतना portion hind brain, इतना portion forebrain. Forebrain includes cerebrum and diencephalon. यानी कि telencephalon together constitute the forebrain, जिसको हम प्रोजेंसेफ्लॉन कहते हैं. ठीक, ये पोर्शन जो दोनों को जोड़ रहा है यानी कि फोर ब्रेन और हाइंड ब्रेन को जोड़ रहा है उसको कहते हैं मिड ब्रेन. सिंपल सी बात है, फोर ब्रेन और हाइंड ब्रेन को जोड़ने वाला पोर्शन मिड ब्रेन. ठीक है, तो मिड ब्रेन को हम मीजेंसेफ्लॉन भी कहते हैं. मीजेंसेफ्लॉन एक्चुअली इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ बोथ अपर कैविटी एंड लोअर कैविटी. इसीलिए इंफ्राटेंटोरियल कंपार्टमेंट के कंटेंट्स की बात करते हैं तो हाइंड ब्रेन प्लस द लोअर पोर्शन ऑफ मिड ब्रेन. ठीक, अब क्या है कि ये है पेट्रस टेम्पोरल बोन. ठीक है, फोरामेन मैग्नम है और ये क्या है, क्लाइवस. ये बोन एक्चुअली स्फिनॉइड और ऑक्सीपिटल के दोनों के मिल के बनी है, इसीलिए इसको बेसी स्फिनॉइड कहते हैं. बट ऑन द इनर सरफेस इट इज हैविंग अ स्लोप कॉल्ड क्लाइवस. सो दिस इसमें डॉर्सम सेले ही कहते हैं. यहाँ पे जब ये पहुंचते हैं तो यहाँ पे पहुंचने के बाद डॉर्सम सेले पे यहाँ पे आगे की तरफ एक कैविटी है. दिस इज मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा एंड दिस इज पेट्रस टेम्पोरल बोन which is actually dividing the middle cranial fossa to the posterior cranial fossa. Now this cavity is the posterior cranial fossa. This cavity and this is the lesser wing of sphenoid. याद रखना, ठीक है. तो lesser wing of sphenoid जो है और petrous temporal के बीच में जो space है that is the middle cranial fossa. And lesser wing of sphenoid के ऊपर वाला जो portion है that is anterior cranial fossa. So anterior cranial fossa lodges the frontal lobe of the brain. This is the frontal lobe of the brain. Middle cranial fossa lodges the temporal lobe of the brain. And the posterior cranial fossa in the supratentorial portion, this portion lodges the occipital lobe of the brain. And below the parietal, the highest lobe is the parietal lobes of the brain, of the cerebrum. ठीक, तो ये सब तुमको पता हो गया. पार्ट्स ऑफ द हाउ द क्रेनियल फोसे हैव बीन डिवाइडेड. इसमें टेंटोरियम सेरेबेलाई का बहुत बड़ा रोल है. वो इसका वेट यानी कि ब्रेन का वेट अराउंड 1.5 kg होता है, दैट. सो दैट इट एक्चुअली एलिवेट्स दैट मच ऑफ वेट ओवर द सेरिबेलम. ठीक, this is the entire detail of the falx cerebri, tentorium cerebelli, falx cerebelli and diaphragma celli. These are the different folds. I have taught you all this in detail. Remember the different sinuses that these folds enclose. ये रट लेना अच्छे से. And don't worry, मैं इसको पढ़ाऊंगा नहीं जो इतना घबरा रहे हो तुम लोग. तो इसको मैं पढ़ा चुका हूं एक्चुअली. तो शेप के बारे में, अटैचमेंट्स के बारे में सब बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ लेना, लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन आता है. नाउ अबाउट पीलिंग द लेयर्स वन बाय वन. आफ्टर रिमूविंग द क्रेनियल वॉल्ट, underneath you find is the meningeal layer of the dura mater and outside to that is endosteal layer of the dura mater. So after removing the cranial wall, now you find is the endosteal layer of the dura mater. ठीक है, this is the endosteal layer of the dura mater. It is splitted into meningeal layer at certain places where it lodges the dural venous sinuses. So यानी हम cranial wall हटाएंगे तो इस पे you can see these blood vessels on the outer surface of dura mater and these are called meningeal vessels. ठीक है, तो one of them is middle meningeal artery, तुम पढ़ चुके हो. accessory meningeal artery भी पढ़ चुके हो. ठीक है, so lot of the branches, meningeal branches बहुत सारी ascending pharyngeal की dura mater, you can say in the epidural space. ठीक, so अब एक और important point ये है when they are running on the outer surface of dura mater, they are actually lifelong there, right? And during the birth, I mean, since birth, the bones, the flat bones, they're of course soft bones. They keep on ossifying around 30 years तक. उसके बाद धीरे धीरे इसमें ऑब्लिटरेशन शुरू हो जाता है, यानी कि सूचर्स में, राइट? So they leave an impression on the inner surface or the inner table of the cranial vault. So if you see a cranial vault from inside, you will find, random, streaks of impressions of these blood vessels अंदर की तरफ दिखते हैं. लेकिन इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट ये है कि the streaks of impressions of these meningeal vessels which you find on the inner surface of the cranial vault, they are not only because of meningeal artery, but more importantly they are impressions of meningeal veins. याद रखना, meningeal veins के impression होते हैं वो, ठीक? They are running in the epidural space, ठीक है? अब इसको हम पैचिंग मेनिंग्स भी कहते हैं. अब ये बात होती है, ये तो क्रेनियम है, यानी कि पूरा ब्रेन के अंदर रहेगा, प्लस ये फोरामेन मैग्नम से बाहर निकलेगा, राइट? ड्यूरामेट. सो इसका एक्सटेंशन कहां तक होगा? इन द वर्टिब्रल कैनाल. वर्टिब्रल में कहां तक जाएगा? याद रखना, इट रीचेस अप टू द लोअर बॉर्डर ऑफ S2 वर्टिब्रे. डूरा मैटर कंटिन्यूज इन द वर्टिब्रल कैनाल अप टू S2 लोअर बॉर्डर, ठीक? तो एपिड्यूरल के कंटेंट क्या बोले जाएंगे? एपिड्यूरल स्पेस में यू विल हैव मेनिंजियल आर्टरी एंड वेन आर द कंटेंट्स ऑफ एपिड्यूरल स्पेस. अब बात हो रही है सबड्यूरल स्पेस, यानी इफ यू पील दिस डूरा मैटर you will find arachnoid matter. So the space after peeling the dura mater is called subdural space, ठीक? तो subdural space में क्या है? Actually it's a potential space. लेकिन देखो, लेकिन वहां पे द सेरेब्रल वेन्स हैं, है ना? जो सेरेब्रल वेन्स हैं वो तो सेरेब्रल कॉर्टेक्स के ऊपर होती हैं सबरेक्नोइड स्पेस में, बट दे आल्सो ड्रेन. अभी तुमने देखा ग्रेट वेन ऑफ गैलन दैट drains into the straight sinus. So that cerebral veins, when they drain into the dural venous sinuses, they actually traverse the subdural space. ठीक है? तो इतनी सी बात है subdural space के बारे में. वो तो potential space है ये, but it is being traversed by cerebral veins while draining into the dural venous sinuses. ठीक. अब यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं कि dura mater has been peeled off. So when you peel the dura mater, what you find is, when you, श्रेष्ठा आप सुनाई दे रहा है? So when you peel the dura mater, down below you find is the arachnoid matter, ठीक? And the space now which has been opened is the subdural space. अब देखते हैं कि arachnoid matter, as I told you, it's a very thin transparent. You can see the blood vessels under the arachnoid matter in the subarachnoid space. These are blood vessels, यानी कि cerebral vessels हैं running in the subarachnoid space, but these are visible because arachnoid matter is a thin transparent covering. अब एक और बात ये है कि because arachnoid matter does not dips into the sulci, it actually bridges the irregularities of the brain. So arachnoid matter bridges the irregularities of the brain, यानी कि एक तरह से करते, तो ऊपर से कवरिंग है ब्रेन की, ठीक है, which bridges the irregularities of the brain, ठीक है, thin transparent membrane. अब बात ये आ रही है कि it does not dips into the sulci, but it is पूछा जाता है arachnoid matter कहाँ नहीं मिलता है, ठीक है? तो arachnoid matter is not seen in stem of lateral sulcus, median. Actually ये not seen in को थोड़ा सा करेक्ट कर सकते हो. Actually it is of course not, it does not dips into the sulci, but at certain sulci it dips down. You can correct it in not seen in की जगह से, it actually you can say is the folds of the cerebrum कहाँ पे, where apart from wrapping the cerebrum, it also dips into three such folds. One of them is the stem of lateral sulcus. उसमें डूरा मैटर मिलेगा. वन ऑफ द sulcus अगर पूछा which into which sulcus you'll find arachnoid. Normally I told you it doesn't dips inside, but stem of lateral sulcus में ये मिलेगा arachnoid matter because it's a secondary sulcus. Then falx cerebri, जब ये दोनों cerebral hemispheres के between falx cerebri it dips down, तो it takes arachnoid matter along with it, right? So the median longitudinal cerebral fissure, there also you'll find is arachnoid matter, but it is not seen in hypophyseal fossa. मैंने बताया था diaphragma cell को perforate करके जब infundibulum pituitary suspend करते हैं तो the arachnoid matter is not reaching down there. तो prolongations जो हैं इसके याद रखना कि ये इन दोनों जगह पे मिलेगा, stem of lateral sulcus and medial longitudinal cerebral fissure में. Prolongations की बात करते हैं कि where else it's prolonged apart from covering the cerebrum. It यानी कि अब cerebrum है तो brain stem है, पूरे brain से निकलने वाली cranial nerves है, right? जब cranial nerves निकलेंगी तो cranial nerves के along भी तो ये covering बना लेगी ना. मैंने बताया था not only brain and spinal cord, it also covers the cranial nerves and the spinal nerves within the cranium and within the vertebral canal. So covering of those portion of the cranial nerves is called perineural sheaths around the cranial nerves up till their exit from the skull. Yani all the cranial, most of the cranial nerves when they exit from the skull through the foramina, up till that portion, any intracranial course of cranial nerves, they are covered by arachnoid matter. Further prolongations के बारे में अगर बात करें तो arachnoid villi and arachnoid granulations, these are prolongations of the arachnoid matter. They pass through the subdural space and they reach the dural venous sinuses by perforating the meningeal layer of the dura mater. Lower extent कहाँ होता है? It will continue in the it will pass out through foramen magnum and it will continue in the vertebral canal up till the lower border of S2. Yani both dura and arachnoid continue up till the lower border of S2. In short, you can say that subarachnoid space or the CSF can be found in the vertebral canal up till the lower border of S2. यानी कि हम जो lumbar puncture करते हैं या CSF टैप करते हैं, that we can do up till the lower border of S2. ठीक है, तो here what you seeing is this the cerebral white matter, this is the cerebral cortex, this is the pia matter, then you have this blue color is the CSF, and this is arachnoid matter. This you've seen is the arachnoid villi or granulations. This is the outer dura mater, this is the meningeal of the dura mater, this is the dural venous sinuses. Here you find a superior sagittal sinus. So this is how arachnoid villi and actually draining the CSF into the dural venous sinuses. The important is you can see that this communication from outside the scalp to the dural venous sinuses is because of the emissary veins. And in the epidural space, can we tell me what these vessels are? These are actually meningeal vessels which are running on the outer surface of the dura mater. So these are meningeal vessels. And which vessels are these? These are the cerebral vessels running in the subarachnoid space. Okay? And this fold of dura mater is called falx cerebri. In the median longitudinal fold between the two cerebral hemispheres. इसका MRI है तो इसको समझने के लिए ये डायग्राम शो करा गया है. The innermost is the pia mater. Now this also is a thin layer, but हम इसको vascular layer बोलते हैं क्योंकि इस पे blood vessels embedded होती हैं. Although इसकी दो layers होती हैं, एक epipia, एक pia glia. Pia glia वो होती है जो brain substance के बिल्कुल tethered होती है, साथ साथ it is the blood vessels going inside. तो pia mater dips down into the sulci of the brain. ठीक है, और फिशर्स में भी जाती हैं. एंड याद रखना ये सेरिबेलम में भी फिशर्स होते हैं. सो pia mater also lines the cerebellum and it dips into the fissures of the cerebellum also. ठीक, उसके ऊपर यहाँ पे ब्लड वेसल्स दिख रही हैं। क्यों दिख रही हैं? बिकॉज पाया मैटर से चिपकी होती हैं सेरेब्रल ब्लड वेसल्स। प्रोलॉन्गेशंस क्या है इस पाया मैटर के? पेरीन्यूरल शीथ्स यानी कि जो क्रेनियल नर्व्स यहां से निकलेंगी या स्पाइनल नर्व्स निकलेंगी तो उनके सराउंडिंग भी पाया मैटर कवर करेगी, ठीक है। और अप टिल देयर एग्जिट फ्रॉम द फोरामिन ऑफ द स्कल, वहां तक जाएगी। फिर क्या होता है, एरेक्नॉइड मैटर भी जा रही थी। एरेक्नॉइड मैटर जो है वो पेरियोस्टियम से जुड़ जाती है, यानी कि पेरियोस्टियम ऑफ द स्कल से जुड़ जाती है। बट अबाउट दिस पाया मैटर, देन पाया मैटर अगर नर्व को सराउंड करेगी इंट्राक्रेनियल पोर्शन में तो कवर करेगी, बट व्हेन इट रीचेस टू द एक्स्ट्रा क्रेनियल पोर्शन, वहां पे जाके पाया मैटर मर्जेस विद द आउटर लेयर ऑफ अ नर्व एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड एपिन्यूरियम। सो पाया मैटर याद रखना। हेलो, not screen is not visible। अब हो रही है विजिबल वसुंधरा? हो रही है ना? ओके ओके, हाफ ग्रीन हो गई, अब सही हो गई स्क्रीन? अभी ठीक है? अभी भी हाफ ग्रीन है? अभी बेटर? नॉट विजिबल? हाफ ग्रीन है? अब देखो, अबे अभी देख के बताओ, सही है अब? अभी ठीक है? ओके ओके ओके, गुड। हम बता रहे थे वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रोलॉन्गेशंस। रिमेंबर, ये जब नोट्स आते हैं तो एमसीक्यूज वगैरह में प्रोलॉन्गेशंस पे पूछा जाता है। लाइक ड्यूरा मैटर के क्या प्रोलॉन्गेशंस है वो तुमको बताए गए। फिर एरेक्नॉइड मैटर के क्या प्रोलॉन्गेशंस है अपार्ट फ्रॉम कवरिंग द ब्रेन, that also has been taught to याद रखना। now we are talking about the pia matter and its prolongations. Apart from covering the brain and the spinal cord, remember that pia matter continues on the cerebral and spinal nerves until they are within the vertebral canal or within the cranium, and as they move out of the vertebral canal or out of the cranium, they merge with the epineurium। सिमिलरली एज अ सेड कि इसमें ब्लड वेसल्स होती हैं। ब्लड वेसल्स जब ये अंदर जाएंगी सेरेब्रल कॉर्टेक्स और वाइट मैटर में, दैट विल बी pia matter will surround those blood vessels and that is called perivascular space. So between the nervous tissue and the pia matter around those perivascular sheets, that space is called Virchow-Robbins space, ठीक। then in the other modifications of pia matter में, when you see a spinal cord, देखा होगा तुमने spinal cord का diagram, spinal cord has a medial fissure between the two anterior horns, right? I mean between the anteriorly it has a fissure, the spinal cord, and spinal cord maybe this pia matter surrounds. So anteriorly there is a raphe formed, there's a raphe formed by the pia matter and that is called linea splendens, ठीक है। so that's called linea splendens। उसके अलावा remember the spinal cord is suspended with the vertebral canal up till the lower border of L1 to maintain the transverse stability. Remember, they were ligamentum denticulatum. Ligamentum denticulatum was present in each vertebral level, binding the spinal cord on the two sides with the help of these denticulatum. They are how many in number? 21 in number. Then at the level of conus medullaris, lower end of the spinal cord at L1 lower level, from there this fold of pia matter continues down up till the coccyx and that is called phylum terminale. So सब modifications of pia matter है, linea splendens, ligamentum denticulatum, phylum terminale, these are all modifications of pia matter. Then another very important modifications of pia matter, your prolongations you can say, when these blood vessels, when you find a tuft of capillaries covered by pia matter, ठीक, that is called telachoroidea. In certain places where there's less of brain matter, where you find blood vessels, blood capillaries covered by pia matter. Tuft of capillaries covered by pia matter is called thylakoidea, याद रखना. And if that thylakoidea is covered by a secretive ependyma, यानी कि जब ये अंदर पहुंच जाएंगे in the cranial cavity, that's called vertebral system, ventricular system. You know, ventricular system is lined by ependyma. So this tuft of capillaries covering by pia matter is called thylakoidea, and if that thylakoidea gets surrounded by secretive ependyma, then it is called choroid plexus. याद रखना, ये डिफिनेशन, ये सब चीजें समझ में नहीं आएंगी बाद में कि thylakoidea क्या होता है, choroid plexus क्या होता है. तो blood capillaries covered by pia mater is thylakoidea, यानी tuft of capillaries plus covered by pia mater is thylakoidea, and thylakoidea covered by secretive ependyma is called choroid plexus. And choroid plexus is the CSF synthesizing apparatus. याद रखना, CSF बनता कहां से है, choroid plexus से. CSF ड्रेन कहां से होता है, arachnoid villi and granulation से होता है. तो choroid plexus are found in the lining of the, क्योंकि ependyma की covering होती है, so they are found in the linings of the ventricular system of the CNS. ठीक, बाकी सब हो गया है. एक बार इस डायग्राम्स को देखते हुए चलते हैं. ये सब अरेक्नॉइड स्पेस है, इसमें ट्रैबिकुलेशंस है, ये स्पॉन्जी लेयर है. यू कैन सी द सेरेब्रल आर्टरी एंड सेरेब्रल वेन्स रनिंग इन द subarachnoid space, and splitting of endosteal and meningeal layer is formation of the dural venous sinuses. The two meningeal layer will fold to form falx cerebri here, and you can see that these blood vessels which are reaching, actually pia matter, you can see is dipping down into the sulci. ठीक, this is the cortical cortex, cerebral cortex. Then now you see that arachnoid matter is sending out this pedunculated tufts of arachnoid matter reaching into the, perforating the subdural space and reaching into the dural venous sinuses. Another thing which is important here is that you can see these are the cerebral veins. Cerebral veins, you can see they are perforating the arachnoid as well as the subdural space. They're traversing the subdural space, perforating the meningeal layer of the dura mater and draining to the dural venous sinuses. तो सबड्यूरल स्पेस को क्या परफोरेट करते हैं, दो स्ट्रक्चर्स तुम्हें दिख गए. वन इज द सेरेब्रल वेन्स एंड द अदर इज द arachnoid villi and granulations. देन ये ड्यूरल वेनस साइनसेस आउटसाइड भी कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, इन द फोर्थ लेयर ऑफ द स्काल्प, दैट इज द लूज एरियोलर कनेक्टिव टिश्यू, विच इज एक्चुअली द स्पेस, वहां पे वेसल्स भी होती हैं, एंड सेकेंड लेयर में भी वेसल्स होती हैं. तो ये सेकेंड लेयर तक जाते हैं. एक्चुअली दीज आर इमिशरी वेन्स. इमिशरी वेन्स में देखो फर्क दिख रहा है, इमिशरी एंड डिप्लोइक वेन में अक्सर पूछते हैं लोग. सो इमिशरी वेन्स यू कैन से इज valveless channel communicating the veins of the scalp to the dural venous sinuses. It traverses both the inner and outer table. ठीक है, वॉल्वलेस है तो इंट्राक्रेनियल प्रेशर बढ़ेगा, ड्यूरल वेनस साइनस का ब्लड स्काल्प में पहुंच जाएगा, या स्काल्प का ब्लड ड्यूरल वेनस साइनस में भी ड्रेन कर सकता है. ठीक है, वन थिंग इज क्लियर. डिप्लोइक वेन में देखो क्या है, डिप्लोइक वेन की खासियत ये, it mainly pierces the inner table only. Sometimes it pierces the outer table. Frontal diploic veins जैसे बात करें frontal bone में, तो frontal diploic veins they actually piercing the outer table. यानी कि लेकिन इतना तो क्लियर है कि the diploic veins actually traverse only one table, either the inner table or the outer table. But emissary veins perforate both the inner and outer tables. ठीक, ये क्रॉस कम्युनिकेशन है फ्रॉम इनसाइड टू आउटसाइड द क्रेनियल कैविटी. लेकिन इसका पर्पस क्या होगा डिप्लोइक का, अब बताओ. बिकॉज यू सीइंग दीज आर एक्चुअली कमेंसिंग फ्रॉम विद इन द मैरो, एंड फ्लैट बोन्स में जो एरिथ्रोपोइसिस होता है, एरिथ्रोहीमोपोइसिस जो होता है फ्लैट बोन्स, रिमेंबर स्टर्नम, आइलेक क्रेस, दीज आर द साइट्स फ्रॉम वेयर बोन मैरो एस्पिरेशन इज डन फॉर बायोप्सी. तो यानी कि जो ओल्ड एज 80 प्लस एज 90 इयर्स में भी अगर आरबीसी बन रहे होते हैं तो वो यहीं से बन रहे होते हैं, फ्लैट बोन्स में, ठीक। तो फ्लैट बोन्स में जो इरिथ्रोपोइसिस हो रहे हैं, जो न्यू आरबीसीज, न्यू डब्ल्यूबीसीज दैट हैव बीन फॉर्म्ड, दैट हैज टू बी पुश्ड इनटू द सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम। वो कैसे आएंगे? डिप्लोइक वेन, याद रखना। तो डिप्लोइक वेन आर एक्चुअली चैनल्स for pushing the newly formed cells in the flat bones into the dural venous sinuses. तो ये न्यू ब्लड सेल्स को डिप्लोइक वेन्स ड्यूरल वेनस साइनसेस में ड्रेन करते हैं अगर इनर टेबल को परफोरेट करेंगे। बट एज आई सेड, फ्रंटल डिप्लोइक वेन्स जो होते हैं वो आउटर टेबल को परफोरेट करेंगे, यानी जो कि आगे की तरफ ड्यूरल वेनस साइनस नहीं है भाई, फ्रंटल बोन के नीचे ज्यादा, तो वो क्या करेंगे? बाहर परफोरेट कर देंगे एंड इट विल रीच, इसके आगे आ जाएंगे, यानी कि सॉरी स्काल्प के यानी फ्रंटल बोन्स में दे आर ड्रेनिंग इनटू द वेल्स ऑफ द स्काल्प। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ इनसाइड ड्रेन करते हैं, दे कैन परफोरेट आइदर टेबल, आइदर इनर और आउटर टेबल, ठीक। फिर ये है ड्यूरल फोल्ड्स हैं, फोल्ड्स के अंदर सारे साइनसेस हैं, हम तुमको डिटेल में बता चुके हैं। जस्ट हैव अ लुक एट दिस, दिस इज कैवर्नस साइनस ऑन द टू साइड्स ऑफ बॉडी ऑफ स्फिनॉइड, एंड कैन यू सी दीज आर द एंटीरियर एंड पोस्टीरियर इंटरकेवर्नस साइनस। ये पिट्यूटरी का इनफंडिबुलम है। सो कैवर्नस साइनस आपस में कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, अनपेयर्ड होते हैं, एंटीरियर एंड पोस्टीरियर इंटरकेवर्नस साइनस। बाकी सब तुमको पता है, ये इंफीरियर सजाइटल साइनस है, ये सुपीरियर सजाइटल साइनस है, ये स्ट्रेट साइनस है, ये ट्रांसवर्स साइनस है, ये सिग्मोइड साइनस में कंटिन्यू करता है, ये सुपीरियर पेट्रोसल साइनस है, राइट। और ये क्या है? ग्रेट सेरेब्रल वेन ऑफ गैलन, ठीक है, जो इंफीरियर सजाइटल साइनस के जुड़ने के बाद कहलाती है स्ट्रेट साइनस। एक मिनट, ये इंपॉर्टेंट साइड थी। कैन यू सी ऑफ्थैल्मिक वेन? ये देखो, ये ऑफ्थैल्मिक वेन सुपीरियर इंफीरियर ऑर्बिटल फिशर से कम्युनिकेट कर रही, किसमें? कैवर्नस साइनस में। तो दैट इज व्हाई दिस एरिया इज कॉल्ड द डेंजरस एरिया ऑफ द फेस, बिकॉज यहाँ का ब्लड कैवर्नस साइनस में जाएगा तो इन्फेक्शन अंदर ले जाएगा, ठीक। और ये देखो क्या लिखा हुआ है, टेरिगोइड प्लेक्सस ऑफ वेन्स। ये कहाँ? इंफ्राटेम्पोरल फोसा में, टेरिगोइड, लेटल टेरिगोइड के अराउंड होता है, दिख रहा है टेरिगोइड प्लेक्सस ऑफ वेन्स। तो ये यहाँ पे टेरिगोइड, लेटल टेरिगोइड जब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करेगी तो जो ब्लड इनके अंदर भरा हुआ है, स्लगिश फ्लो ऑफ ब्लड हो रहा है, वो यहां से सक होगा, ड्रेन होगा, आगे बढ़ाया जाएगा, प्रोपेल करा जाएगा। गॉट इट? फिर ये एग्जिट क्या होता है? जो मेनिंजेस होती हैं ये फोरामेन मैग्नम है, राइट। ये है बेसी ऑक्सीपिट या ऑक्सीपिटल कंडाइल्स। These are the first atlas, this is the axis vertebrae, first and second cervical vertebrae. अब देखो ये यहां से ये जो मेनिंजियल लेयर ऑफ डूरा मैटर है और ये पेरियोस्टल लेयर, तो पेरियोस्टल लेयर याद रखना, पेरियोस्टल लेयर ऑफ डूरा मैटर merges with the periosteum of the skull. But the meningeal layer of the dura mater continues lining the spinal cord. वो नीचे तक आएगा, ठीक, और ये वर्टिब्रल कैनाल में चलेगा। अच्छा ये बताओ टाइम कितना? टाइम हो गया आई थिंक, इसमें ज्यादा डिटेल में नहीं जाएंगे हम। दिस इज द डायलिटेशन ऑफ द subarachnoid स्पेस, बता देता। एट सर्टेन प्लेसेस इन द subarachnoid spaces there are dilatations to accommodate the nerves as well as the vessels and other vital structures, or spaces between the bends of the portion of CNS. So there are the dilatation, subarachnoid spaces dilated होती हैं, जैसे pontine cistern है, interpeduncular cistern है, ये between cerebellum and medulla, this is the largest cistern, याद रखना, cerebellomedullary cistern जिसे cisternum magna कहते हैं, between cerebellum and medulla, this is the biggest cistern called cisternum magna, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे ग्रेट सेरेब्रल ऑफ वेन ड्रेन कर रही है, इसलिए इसको सिस्टर्ना एम्बियंस कहते हैं, ठीक है। अब एक बात ये बताएं, जो सिस्टर्ना मैग्ना है, दिस इज अ कॉमन साइड, याद रखना। सीएसएफ जो हम ड्रेन करते हैं वो लंबर पंक्चर से करके निकालते हैं, ठीक है, याद करो। सब एडल्ट्स में L3 L4 के बीच में नीडल डालते हैं तो लंबर पंक्चर करके ले सकते हैं। लेकिन इन्फेंट्स में या और भी छोटे बच्चे में, बिकॉज आई टोल्ड यू L3 लोअर बॉर्डर तक जाता है, सबको पता ही है, न्यूबॉर्न में स्पाइनल कॉर्ड, तो वहां पे हम डायरेक्ट यहां परफोरेट करके, यानी कि हम फोरामेन मैग्नम के लेवल पे पीछे की तरफ से, यानी कि ग्रेट सिस्टर्नम मैग्नस सेरिबेलो मेडुलरी सिस्टम से भी हम सीएसएफ ड्रेन कर सकते हैं। एंड बहुत ज्यादा अगर एक्सट्रीम कंडीशन है तो अदर साइट ऑफ कलेक्शन ऑफ सीएसएफ इज आल्सो द वेंट्रिकुलर सिस्टम। ठीक है, यानी हम वेंट्रिकल्स के अंदर नीडल इतने डीप डाल दें कि पूरा सीएनएस परफोरेट करते हुए हम वेंट्रिकल से भी सीएसएफ ले सकते हैं। तो सीएसएफ कलेक्शन साइट इज आइदर, सबसे कॉमन साइट है सेंट्रल कैनाल एट द लेवल ऑफ L3 L4, देन cerebello-medullary cistern which is cisterna magna, and then the ventricular system. अब हम इसके आगे नहीं पढ़ाएंगे बिकॉज टाइम अप हो गया। एंड listen, very important, 2 p.m. you will have to be back here and then we'll continue with this. ठीक है, okay, done for today.